Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunkissed. I have a ringing in my ears suddenly. Ow. Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunkissed, the Vampire the 5th Edition TTRPG campaign that is currently on episode 51. We have gone a long way. Wait, did I mess up the intro?
You said Vampire the 5th Edition?
Vampire 5th Edition. Vampire the Masquerade. Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition TTRPG campaign on the 51st episode. Can you believe we have made it past 50? Well, no. you joined halfway through, Tess.
Yes, I did. I have seen all the previous episodes, so.
Look at Gingy.
Technically speaking, I believe you listened to a lot of them.
That's true.
I put a lot of them up on podcasty places until I realized how much work that was and how little time I had to do it. So hopefully at some point there'll be podcast versions of shows, but for now I don't understand it. It scares me, and I put all of them in the wrong order. Yeah. So like, if you go to Spotify and you've managed to find it, they're all in the wrong order, so they play in backwards.
Oh no!
Actually, in reverse, so we're all like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like fucking, that's like chaotic, super chaotic.
That would be.
And the snapshots are not timed for their episodes.
Yeah, they're not
right?
timed for their episodes. I like when, if at any point the Wandering Inn gets to the point where we have money, like spare, I'm just going to hire someone to do all that shit for me because I will fuck it up. That's the plan, is pay someone money to make the problem go away. The British way.
Oh my god.
Hello everyone, and let's intro people. Vandy's eating, so let's start with Vandy.
I'm having a vitamin, okay?
That's still technically eating.
Is it? Consuming? I don't know. Anyways, hi, I'm Vandy.
Consumption.
I just finished. It's a good vitamin. It's actually raspberry flavored. Anyway, hi. I play Tess, who has a lot of newfound powers and connections to the wizarding world, apparently. Just one, but actually now more like 8. We are, what are we doing? We were kind of trying to figure out stuff with Gravestone, and oh my god, I got to see Winnie.
Whose theme song do you think is up in the background?
I can't hear it right now because the music's really low.
Oh, I can turn the music up a little bit.
Oh, it's Winnie's.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a lot of emotions, but it's all good. Looking forward to seeing where this goes from here, I guess. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's interesting to see that Winnie is, part of that connection. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice, and also fuck you, Sheepy, for making emotional things like that happen out of nowhere. Yeah, so.
I mean, you were teasing me with I'm going to go visit Gravestone for like 3 or 4 episodes at least.
I've been wanting to.
I know. And I was like, it's gonna happen sooner or later. Then I get my own back.
Yeah, well, Meh. That's all I have to say.
Oh, cool. Well, let's go with Tess because she's drinking. It's such a horrible thing to do, but I don't know. It's just become a thing now.
Yes. Well, I was late today, so I apologize. It's my fault. We're all late. I rushed like a crazy person through getting ready, so I'm like still trying to inhale air. But there's a cat, and she's actually much better than me at everything, including streaming, by the way. So wow. There you go. There's a cat. We're gonna bow tie. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. That's fair. Unless Tash wants to try and take a sip of drink, let's move on to Tash.
Hi. I'm Tash. I do lots of write content, like makeup and hating on Subnautica, and I'm gonna be painting some minis in the near future, with Sheepy teaching me Warhammer 40k lore. So that's gonna be a thing. I'm not stressed at all. Buy the painting.
Oh, I should put the logo up in the wait, did I put the logo up in the 40,000? I did put the logo up in, yeah. If you're in my Discord or Tash's, you can go check out the logo, or there's a tweet. I don't think we have Mark here right now, so I may just chuck up the tweet myself in the chat.
Sort it out, Mark. Jeez.
or
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And Chrys has been having a little sort of chill. It's all a bit overhead, spirit world, shadow darkness, spooky shit. But we'll figure it out, or not.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually. If we die, we'll just become ghosts for Tess, I guess.
Yeah.
You'll live with me forever.
Oh god.
Oh,
never
God.
die. We can never die.
You know what? Oh, Mark is here. Sorry, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I was gonna say the other thing I could do is just get a couple more mods for the stream, so Mark isn't the only one like running around doing everything. But yeah. Except for when he throws channel memes at me like Charlie Foxtrot when.
I mean, Charlie Foxtrot is happening before Mage, right?
I don't know.
So if you want the Mage campaign, make sure to ask him about Charlie Foxtrot.
Oh god, yeah. Thank you. There's that's something I never considered, is that Tess might be like, if you're ghosts and I can command you, then you could never leave me. that could be a really iffy way for Tess to end up.
He hasn't not considered it.
I can't believe I hadn't considered it, to be honest. But
really?
Yeah. No,
I didn't want to share it because I knew, I was like, if he actually knows about this, he might push that a little further. I don't want to do that. Like, Tess is already unhinged a little bit. She doesn't need to be that unhinged.
She doesn't need to be. She might end up.
Uh-oh.
Well, get out while you can.
Uh-oh.
Or I'll find you and keep you forever.
So...
Forever.
Yeah, while we're talking on 40,000 Layers, which is the mini painting and lore show, it's starting next week on Thursday. Yeah, we got a week and a half to the first show.
Oh, Jesus. On the 3rd of June.
Yeah. Me and Tash, sorry, my inner teacher just slapped my hand and said Tash and I. Tash and I have been working on a Patreon for the yeah, I know, it's okay. We've been working on a Patreon for 40,000 Layers. So once that is up, you'll be able to become a Patreon to the show and support the show and help pay for minis and, you know, everything going on. And there's a few targeted things where if we hit certain targets, we may do an extra show, you know, so like 2 a month instead of 1, and then all that type of thing. And we're gonna end up paying me for my research because there's gonna be quite a lot of research.
Because he has to do work.
Yeah.
I have to keep my desk clean, which...
That's a lot of work. That's hard.
It's the harder job. I already said to him.
Freaking impossible. I mean...
The Patreon is not up yet. We're still trying to figure out a few things. Also, as a sidebar, for my people, for people who in my Discord and everything, for mine, they're all mine. If you have any thoughts on like cool things, if you want to patronize the show, like cool rewards, or are they even rewards? They're like benefits, or I don't know what they're. I guess benefits.
You're talking Wandering In or 40,000 Layers?
Both, but 40,000 Layers specifically right now. We'd love to hear ideas because we're trying to think up things as like bonuses or like extra stuff if you support the show. So have a think. Let me know. Put it in Discord. Not right now. Aside from that, I am also working on Patreon itself for the Wandering In and the additional shows and all those other things. I'll announce them when they become more pertinent. Currently, you know, I'm keeping my head above the water.
Sort it out.
Yeah. Hey, I've got
1,000 layers ready before the wandering in.
I've got like a week and a week and a half of research to do on fucking Necrons, so you know. But yeah, aside from that, we have Sundays. The Last Ditch. Next Sunday is myself and Vandy on the Last Ditch, which is always fun. We'll probably get to find out what happened with Macatilla and his whole campaign of terror, which should be a laugh.
It's war crimes, but it's not war crimes. Don't worry about it. It's probably war crimes. I'm really worried. I really want to know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gonna be fun.
I'm actually like counting down the days until I find out like what the fuck happened.
What did he do? I told Bentham, and he facepalmed and was like, "Sheepy, how did you even think that up?" And I was like, "I don't know. Don't judge me." So that's something to look forward for you, Vandy.
Great. Love this. Love this for me.
And yeah, aside from that,
Bar Brawl?
The Bar Brawl this Wednesday is actually going to be world building for the Wandering In Bar Brawl kind of like viewer game stuff that I'm going to be doing. There's a possibility we'll have a guest, but he's not sure, so I don't want to put pressure on him by being like, hey, it's going to be this dude. So we may have a guest, we may not. If not, then I'll be doing the solo world building. If yes, then we'll be doing the tier listing and etc, etc. Aside from that, I think that's everything. Is there anything else that I need to talk about, or like? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, cool.
I think so.
So last week, in Sunkist, we had Tess and Nahari both messing around with weird, occult, dead things. Nahari found out that her I'm trying to think of her bracelet is essentially like a necromancer's Pokeball. Is that a good way to describe it?
Absolutely perfect way to describe it, yes.
Blob of tar, I choose you. Oh,
Well,
wait, what's the name
Muck.
of Muck? Yeah, there we go. Muck, I choose you.
Grimer.
And obviously Tess went to go talk to Gravestone, who wasn't there, but when he was, had a nice conversation. I'm not sure. I was worried when I'm Winnie and helping Tess, because part of it feels like comforting, and part of it feels like enabling, because he's so chill with everything.
He's
It's
just
like
so neutral.
Yeah, he's very neutral.
He's so neutral. So then Tess is like, oh, I can just do things and not have repercussions, even though they might have some repercussions. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna do these things then.
Thinking about it, Tess hasn't had a like lawful good entity in her life, like ever.
Chrys.
I would say Chrys is probably edging on like lawful neutral as opposed to lawful good. Like the
Beheading, like,
rules and the law is there, but the actual kind of like wanting to do good.
She's got the spirit of a lawful good by comparison to literally everyone else.
Oh yeah,
Lawful
by
good in
comparison,
vampire.
sure. Sure.
It's just, like no one's ever told me not to be gay and do crimes. So
Right.
what do I know what to do? I'm just gonna be gay and do crimes like this.
Sure, yeah. And then so I imagine that you'd be like chaotic neutral would be like it verges on different ways from the neutral. But I'm just
have I successfully played a chaotic neutral character?
I think possibly, yeah.
Oh,
I think the most impressive thing is the world's first chaotic character, which is of course Nahari.
Fuck. She might be chaotic evil. We don't know yet.
Mm,
Self-serving is still
Yes.
chaotic evil. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to affect things on a worldly scale.
that's
it
true.
can just be.
That's true.
Yeah. Extremely self-serving is still chaotic neutral.
Yeah, that's
We've got the
definitely
full
not-
spectrum of
Yeah, we're
alignments here.
we're all kinds of fun. Like even Cass was like neutral, like
yeah,
true neutral.
Cass was pretty neutral, but that was
Yeah,
because he rejected his kind of more fucked up evil side when he found out about it. So,
Yeah, that's true.
When you said about be gay and do crimes, I was like, I wonder if Chrys and Leah can go do crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I could totally see Chrys just being like, yeah, okay, whatever, and running off and, like, nicking a car, so.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be a mob princess, basically, right?
Oh yeah, true.
I mean,
assumption.
yeah, there's a...
Got two. I have points and things, is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. I think part of Chrys being the goody two shoes, inverted commas, is partially like the perspective compared to the other characters, and also like Chrys reacting to the other characters, where it's like, I can do things like, you know, break a shop window and run away without paying or something, but when my other teammates are like murdering people and shit, I kind of it pushes me closer towards the let's not be a bad person.
Let's not just kill everyone. How about that as an
Yeah.
option?
So
Yeah.
No.
did we sweep? Did we sleep last episode? Because I'm
We woke up at the beginning of last episode.
Right.
We went to see
Right.
Shelby.
yes. So I think you've just gotten. Wait, I think you've just gotten back. I seen Hari did some academics role, occult
I don't
academics
remember.
from everyone.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was for.
I think it was to figure out if you could feel the layers of souls in the poker bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was research actually of some kind.
Well, she puked up a shadow person,
Yeah.
And I
squished
killed
a tree,
Yeah.
and then
Oh yeah, we
decided
were going to
go,
test this out.
We decided to go husk hunting.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we were looking for the dude because it's the body and then
The missing person.
the missing dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, well, he's probably just like fucking some shit up right now. So let's see if we can go give his soul back. Right?
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
why
maybe
we
that
were
was-
gonna go do
I
that.
think-
Totally.
Was the role to see whether she could sense which of the poker souls was an alive person? That's how I'm gonna have to refer to them now.
No, academics is nearly always like
no.
kind of history and research and that type of
Yeah.
thing. So I'm not sure off the top of my head. If anyone in the chat remembers what the hell that it might
God.
it might actually have been
We're the
earlier.
worst.
Well,
We never roll, so
yeah, it's like we rolled. Maybe this is from like 3 or 4 weeks ago because I remember there wasn't much rolling towards the end as you were fucking trees up. But yes. So let's have you back in the basement in the it's kind of like kind of 1 or 2 a.m. Still reasonably early in the night. You're back at the salon in the basement, having come back after the whole shadow puking tree destroying incident, and meet with Winnie. And you had decided to go and investigate the whole missing person, possible Husk thing. You know.
Oh my god, he's so fucking cute.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. He's so fucking cute.
She is literally the star of everything.
Oh, sorry, she? Am I wrong? She. Gingy, you're so fucking cute. Okay, anyway. Sorry. Yeah, so we would have gotten back.
Yeah, if you can't concentrate, I'm gonna ask Tess.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna ask Tess to put a blanket over it.
My God.
I'd have to lock her in the bedroom. I would do it.
No, it's fine. I love her. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, we got back. Do we still have time to go back out, or is it kind of like the end of the night?
No, it's like 1, 2 a.m. You've still got like 3 or 4 hours at least.
I think.
But didn't we message everybody, like, just to kind of see if they had heard about anything? Did we get any messages back?
Some messages. Some people are still awake. I think you messaged Matt, right?
Yes.
And he would reply because he's a stoner, and you know they tend to be either like asleep at 6 p.m. or awake at silly times in the morning. Yeah, he heard that like 5 people died at the rave, and there's 1 person, like maybe 2, who are still missing, or like no one's kind of seen them or anything, but doesn't really know anything about that, to be honest.
What about Claire? Didn't Tess text Claire?
Yes.
Did Claire get back to me?
Not yet.
She hasn't texted me back. Should I send her a nude?
Sure.
That'll get her attention. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go into my room. I'm going to take a nude. I'm going to send it to her. Be like, hey.
There is no response yet.
What do you mean? Nobody doesn't respond to Tess's nudes.
Unless they haven't seen it yet.
I mean, the message is delivered though, right?
Yeah.
Wait, maybe she's working. We should go see her. We should go to her workplace.
We could do that.
Okay. I mean, we should be able to chat about it? Like, a rave at work?
She's very professional.
Yes.
Okay. I mean...
Yeah?
Or
Yeah?
we could, I don't know, if they're missing, then, like, has there been a police report?
Do we have ties to the police? I guess we don't technically, but...
Not really. The council does, though, so...
There's somebody we could ask.
We'd want to be... Essentially, like, if you want to find out insider info from the police, you kind of have to go through the council, which will obviously, give the opportunity for all the other kindred on the council to pick up information on the...
Yeah, let's not.
Fuck
tell
that.
anybody
No
about
way.
this. Yeah.
No
that's bad.
fucking way.
I was very willing to
Pass.
I was very willing to go over who was on the council, but I feel like...
I mean, I'm on the council,
You
but
are.
like, I don't want to have to go through all the rest of them.
Right.
Fucking
Yeah.
snakes.
You like
Okay.
Talia, right?
I tolerate Talia.
I don't want her to know I have crazy powers.
Yeah. Is Tess pissed off because Talia stole Cassius a little bit?
And my sister, like,
Oh, yeah.
she just casually swooped in and took like 2 people from my life. Like, kind of a bitch move, if you ask me. Fucking mobster. God damn. No offense, Chrys and Tash, but
And you. And your dad.
I'm not a mobster. No.
Do you know what
what
the Yakuza is?
Yakuza? We covered it's werewolves. Okay, like
It's also still Yakuza.
oh,
Yeah.
Yakuza. Oh shit, Yakuza werewolf.
That's why you don't mess with the Yakuza.
Oh fuck. Cool. Anyway, so I guess I'll yeah, we can just like go see Claire. Like we can just go say hi.
Yeah.
And then I can text Gimlet or call Gimlet.
You could probably go see Gimlet on the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could pop by Gimlet. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hungry? You need anything?
Good.
I'm pretty okay right now, so.
I'm pretty okay too, actually. Yeah.
Chrys.
Well, at least we won't have to eat her, I guess. Shall we
I
go?
wonder if she has like remnants.
Right. She probably has them stashed somewhere, right?
I'm not gonna make her take drugs at work so I can, nom on her. Like,
right, but like maybe when she's done, at the end of her shift or whatever. Your own private party.
It's very tempting.
Just a thought.
Very tempting.
It depends what. Last time, 5 people died. And we don't know what time she finishes her shift. So maybe we should see if she's at work first before we start planning, like, to drug Claire and let Tess eat.
I'm not gonna drug her. I just want
Probably
to say
wise.
hi and maybe make out with her a little. She's very cute. Also, she has a very good taste in clothing, so maybe we can pick some stuff up for you, Chrys. We can like expand your wardrobe, maybe get you like a party dress or shoes.
I've suddenly remembered that
we can make sure it's comfy.
I have to
comfortable.
Do anything else than that.
Come on, we're going. And so we're gonna go out.
Okay.
And drag her out the door.
Where you heading first?
Probably passing by Gimlet's first, or the Gimlet's. Oh my gosh, the sticks
and stones. Okay.
Please.
It's reasonably busy in there. It is a weekday, so it's not as kind of crazy as the weekend gets.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
All I want to do is just ask him if he's heard anything through the grapevine about people being really weird, like going on murderous benders or something. What was that? It's like a husk, right? But it's supposed to be a husk with only bad vibes or something.
Let me just Gimlet at the bar with a little rag, takes it off his shoulder. All right, Chief. What could I help you with? Weight of the worlds.
You're getting better with the whole shtick.
Right.
It's
right. Yeah.
I need some information.
Oh well. 10 bob. See what I could come up with.
Mm-hmm. We have we're looking for a husk of a person. Still living. Just all bad juju.
Well, there's a couple of places up in Sunnytown where, like, drug addicts tend to hang out and stuff. They tend to be pretty husky.
Talking more like destruction of property, potential murder, like this person might not have any conscience or, sense of morality anymore. Not necessarily drug dealers or drug users, because, even drug users can have a sense of morality. I mean, look at me. Right?
Sorry,
Just
what
yes.
were you? Yeah, but what are you looking for?
It has to do with Nahari's whole thing. Remember the whole dustpan situation?
Oh, yeah.
Right,
So
right.
There's a person that might be kind of like that, except still alive. Well-ish, and like walking around, but...
Shit, like a mummy?
Well, I don't think they would look like that on the outside, but...
He like smacks his hand on the bar and leans in and is like, did you make a mummy?
I don't think so. I don't know.
More like a zombie.
Maybe kind of like a zombie. I'm not really sure, to be honest. We were all a little high and things happened, but we just want to make sure it's not like off eating brains or something somewhere.
Right,
Or is
because
someone making more trouble than is normal in Sunnytown?
that's what. Okay, you're looking for incidents of like excessive violence or like that kind of thing.
Brain slurping. Yeah. basically.
Potential. I mean, what? I can keep my. I figure I would have told you anyway the second you walked in if I heard of
Probably.
brain slurping.
We should make that into a drink, you know? The brain
Yeah,
slurpee.
brain slurpee. I like it.
Yeah.
Like actually, or
You could put jelly
Oh.
babies in it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
You
good
do the
idea.
curdled milk on top with like it kind of, you put the milk on top and it goes like, and it looks like a brain. Ever seen those? Get those shots of those?
is this like an alcoholic drink with like ice cream in it or something?
No. Okay.
Like you
I'm
put the
actually-
ice cream and then you do the like.
Excessive violence.
Excessive violence.
It's called a brain hemorrhage shot.
Right.
All right. So it looks like it looks like brains. Okay, but it tastes like peaches and cream. All right. So peach schnapps,
sounds
Bailey's
great.
ice cream, grenadine, and you can add a splash of blue curacao too if you want to make it like a zombie one. And you
Right.
gotta put peach schnapps, and then you gotta put, just below the rim with Bailey's, and then you gotta let the Bailey's curdle so it looks like a brain, and then you put a splash of grenadine up on the top that looks like blood, and then so it looks really gross, but it's actually really tasty.
That actually sounds like something I want to try.
They're really good.
You ever tried a cement mixer?
What's that?
Shit's weird. It's like proper occult and everything.
Interesting.
Make me one.
Okay.
No, while we're talking though, I'll just
Yeah, so I haven't heard anything about anything along those lines.
well, that's unfortunate.
Lemon or lime?
Lime.
Have you heard anything about Gorbin's boys? Yeah, or
No,
Oh, yeah, have you
it's-
checked in with them?
as far as I know, it's all quiet up there. No one wants to make the first move, so they're just kind of sitting on it.
You want to send a messenger in or something just to...
I mean, unless you want to make a move or try and like back one of the parties.
Nah, I just wanted to see if they wanted to, have a little bit more protection than just an empty field.
And then he drops down a shot in front of you, which is kind of like, it's kind of like caramelly looking at the bottom, and then it's got like this very bright green kind of laying on the top. Basically, chuck that in your mouth and swish it around.
Swish it around.
Swish it around.
All right. I'll take the shot and I'll swish it around.
As you like swish it around, it like solidifies and goes kind of like chewy and it doesn't go like completely solid, but it goes kind of like chewy, like chewing gum or something. It tastes of Bailey's with a little hint of lime.
That's fucking cool.
It's a legitimate shot as well.
That's so cool. I want it. Oh my god, I can't wait to go out and
Yeah, it-
IRL drink shit again. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Bailey's basically kind of curdles while you so
It's okay. So it's kind of the same thing, right? Where it's like the Bailey's like, okay, yeah, we got you. Oh my god, so cool. This is really good. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, well, keep your ear to the ground, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we're looking for that. We're gonna go out.
just
Searching.
because I want to make sure that I'm not doing it the wrong way. I'm assuming that we're not investigating the whole zombie problem and also making brain drinks in the hope of extending our clientele to them, right?
They're not zombies.
Hopefully this is.
well,
Yeah, I don't think this
Right.
is going to be a regular thing.
Okay. I'll just check in because you never know.
No, yeah, no. But that would have been a good idea.
You know, someone saw a bear in Hunter's Walk.
A bear?
Mm.
Really?
It's just like a rumor and that, but you know.
Where?
Huh.
like one of
Hunter's
us
Walk?
bear,
Oh,
or
but like
think-
which part of Hunter's Walk? Like it's
Kind of up by the outskirts, where Talia's territory is, like out near those warehouses and that she has.
like a bear?
Yeah, like a bear. Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it might just be like a rumor or something, you know. So I don't know.
I look over at Chrys.
out of character, the dojo was more directly north, right? Rather
Yeah,
than
it was
towards
kind
Talius.
of out past up through Sunnytown and then further north up that way.
And the houses that Danny was put in, that's
Further into Hunter's Walk
That's-
or Fairways. It wasn't around
Then- just professional curiosity. Rather than worry. Okay. Well, like, do you think a kindred bear? Because, like, I don't see why
I
they'd
mean,
be a
it-
bear.
It's just a rumor kind of thing, you know. It's like people in Sunnytown are always saying they see wolves.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't surprise me at all. Especially around the outside.
Yeah.
Wild.
Like going up towards the prison way. Like yeah. But it's just it's you know it's like sometimes people say they see big cats and stuff like jaguars and shit just because you know it's like oh that thing that escaped from that zoo that one time,
Could happen.
right? Which is why there probably always rumors about that type of thing. It's probably just like a really far away cat, like actual house cat.
They can be
That
kind of
look a lot
menacing.
smaller.
Well, if it's really far away, then you know you're like oh look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just like
It's like how they
Ryan
did the
that you heard
forced
it from?
perspective in Lord of the Rings. You
You
know, like
watched
they
Lord of
had
the Rings?
yeah. Well, of course, yeah. You know how they had that bloke who played Frodo like sit further away from Gandalf so he looked smaller, like forced perspective and shit.
So are you saying there are real big cats?
I mean, there could be, yeah. Well, no, well, I mean, I'm saying definitely there are real big cats, yeah. In this area, I don't know.
Did you just hear it from like bargoers or from
No, like bargoers, yeah. Just talk. That's why I was saying it's just a rumor type thing. But I was wondering if you lot heard it.
No, we come to you for rumors, so.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. There's a rumor.
Thanks.
Feel like an NPC in Skyrim.
You've played Skyrim?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're so much more cool than I thought you were.
Well, I must be pretty damn cool then, seeing as you already thought I was like, you know.
I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're way more cool, and I thought you were cool already. I mean, it was great.
There you
Maybe
go.
we should play Apex sometime. Are you ever play Apex?
I'm not much one for the point and
The
shooting.
shooty ones?
Yeah.
You know what? It's fine. We'll
I kind
find
of like the
something.
shooting ones.
We could play Apex together. You know, we
Yeah.
could do that. Yeah.
We should.
All right. Well, we're gonna get going. We're gonna go take a look for my girl Claire,
Yeah.
and then because she hasn't replied, and I sent her this really nice nude. Like
Oh,
she
yeah?
might be working, but like, yeah, look, and I'm just gonna like show him the picture, and I'd be like, right? Tell me that's not like the best photo I've taken by myself.
I haven't seen all of them, so I can't say for sure. But yeah, it looks great.
Okay, well, like, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, have you considered the possibility that she might be asleep? Because, you know, it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Why do they have regular hours of sleep? That actually is a really good point. Thank you for. I thought you would normally be working around this time. usually works late.
Have you spoken to her about work?
Not recently.
Or at all?
I saw her at work, and then she asked me on a date, and then we saw each other at the rave. That's pretty much the extent.
I mean, she might be. Is the place open now?
Is the place open now?
I don't know. I mean, I do know, but you know, in terms of
We haven't checked.
info I can give you.
I mean, I'll go check.
Why don't you just call it up? And he gets a phone out from behind the bar, slams it down.
I literally have my own.
Oh, yeah, right. Takes the phone, puts it back under the...
All right, well, let me call it up then to see if it's open. It's not open?
No answer.
Fucking
answer machine
Sorry.
probably clicks on after like one ring.
Oh, well, that explains a lot, actually. Okay, well. Fair enough. You know, sometimes you've been Kindred for just long enough that you forget that people have regular lives in the daylight.
Right.
Fuck. It's annoying.
There's like people dancing and drinking all around you, like having a great party time.
Just like heathens, all of them. Like just all right. Well, thank you for the drink.
Yeah.
You have the fort down here, and I guess we'll go. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? You want to go take a look for a bear? Let's go bear hunting.
Sure.
Oh, I got a couple of prospective lads, like likely lads. If you're down with it, like they don't really have much of an affiliation. They used to be with dickhead. What's his name?
Nathan?
No, the one you told me not to kill.
Oh, the one that you told me not to kill, Chrys.
Calig?
Yeah,
Calig.
that's the one. Yeah, Calig.
Yeah, are they just kind of like wandering?
Well, they're kind of like they're a bit worried about the territory because obviously now it's under Talia.
Oh, interesting.
Like they you know, the two groups never got on. They're looking for somewhere else to hang their hat, and like I had a little chat with them. They seem kind of, you know, not too bad, and not too good either, which is always good.
They do
Or
know
bad.
that Talia and us were on good terms, right?
Yeah. But there's a difference between like settling,
good terms and
settling down with your conquerors, and you know, being in the same area, kind of thing.
What kind are they? More like buff dudes, like more security types, or more?
I didn't do an overly extensive physique check, but you know.
You didn't check them out, really?
Well, sometimes I forget that that's something that matters. Weirdly.
Yeah, sometimes.
Would you like to? I don't know what you want me to. You want me to hot check dudes to make sure they fit your aesthetics for hiring them on for security and stuff?
It's something to do. It's not a necessary thing. You know, it's fine. It's fine. You've already talked to them. Tell them that they are welcome here, and that if they're interested in speaking more, then you know they can chit chat with the crew.
All right. Well, if you lot are off hunting a bear or going to check on lovers who may or may not be working, do you want me to set a meeting for later tonight?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm good with that. You want to do that?
Yeah,
Meet
that'd
up
be
with them?
good.
2-3 hours. Yeah. It'll be about the time, like, it'd actually be really good for negotiating and stuff, because the sun's going to be coming up, so they're going to be like, well, we're going to have to go. And so they may just say yes.
Fair point.
I do like the way you think.
Well, I think quite
You're
well.
a sadistic bastard, but that's why I like you. All right, ladies, shall we?
Let's go hunt a bear.
Hey.
Poor Chrys. Poor Chrys is like, oh, what a
It's
why?
like, we're going hunting for zombies. We've had some random drinks. We're going. I'm so confused. But
We're hunting for
fine.
zombies and bears.
Why not? If someone can turn into a bear, we've not seen that yet. not hung out with them yet. See what they're about.
Be cool.
Could be cool.
It could be cool, I guess.
I'm very interested as to how you're going to be hunting these things. So, yeah.
I'm gonna wander. Well, we'll go up. I guess we'll go up to Sunnytown first, right? Because that's where prospective zombie friend is gonna be.
I mean,
Actually.
you don't really have much of a clue, so anywhere is good as anywhere else.
Well, we could go to the warehouse, right? The flamed out warehouse.
Yes.
And then, maybe start at the scene of the crime.
Yes. It's been a couple of days. I'm sure the police have taken down all the ticker tape and they aren't investigating it anymore.
You're such an
Just
asshole.
a rave. Oh, and a few deaths.
5 deaths. 5 deaths.
Maybe
We'll just
shouldn't
go there.
Right.
No, but we'll just go. Just we'll just be walking by casually. and
Returning
also-
to the scene of the crime. Yeah, no,
No,
that always
don't say
goes
that.
well.
No, God.
Let's go hunt the bear first, and then
Oh,
maybe
God.
like in the early dawn hours.
Well, I
Or
mean, the
pre-dawn
zombie
hours.
is a, potential more of a problem than a bear that may or may not exist.
Also, just interrogate the police officers, right? Like,
Or Nahari can sneak, or we can just walk. Like, it's still a road. People still walk around.
That's true. I can sneak by and see if I see anything, but I feel like if there was a zombie, then we would have heard about it. Like, it would have probably attacked the cops. Right?
Well, what
yeah,
was
but they
it when he
keep
said that?
things
Like,
hush, right?
just the nasty feelings, impulses, or like maybe they still have thought and stuff, but they do crime. Doesn't mean they're gonna eat people's brain, right? Like, who has that impulse normally? But
We don't really know anything at all about what's left once the soul and all the tasty bits are gone. So,
I mean, you have the bracelet and your friend.
I do.
Can you maybe it can act like a homing device?
I have no
Maybe?
idea.
does it
I
like
can.
feel different, or
Listen, that's your risk if you want to take it, because you're dude better than the rest of us. So
I have no idea. I mean, I think we can maybe get close-ish, and then maybe I can go shadowy and get a little bit closer-ish. But I don't know what'll happen. But I'm willing to try it.
the other thing we could try is asking Hung, because Hung knows things too.
Ooh.
It's been a while since you've seen Hung.
It's been a while since I've seen Hung. We're making all the old connections again. Like, could check and see if Hung knows anything either.
and I mean, I could see Jesse and see if anything's popped up. Maybe she'll know more about the bear rumor as well.
Wait, is Jesse the one who you do crime for occasionally but don't ask questions?
Mhm.
That's... See, I'm okay with the first part of that. It's the second part that I'm kind of like...
Well, if I don't ask questions, then am I really doing crime?
Yes.
Yeah,
Possible deniability.
no.
I'm not really sure it works that way, but I mean, if this person has information, sure. Why
Well,
not?
maybe. I mean, divide and conquer, because we've got a few hours for the meeting for
Sure.
kind of guys, or do you want to...
Yeah, you know what? Why don't we divide and conquer this one? I'll go see Hung. Nahari, you can investigate the scene of the crime, I guess. Check that out. Just carefully, obviously. And Chrys, you'll go see Jesse?
Mhm.
Cool. Okay.
Meet up
and
back
we'll
here.
back at the
Sticks and
Back at
stones?
the bar.
Parlor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Keep your phones on silent for fuck's sake, or vibrate, please. By the way,
Always.
thank you.
I'm not sneaking, but sure.
Yeah, but it's still a thing.
Well, don't be surprised if I miss it then.
Vibrate, not silent. Have it on your hip or something. This in your phone pocket. I don't know. just all right, and I'm gonna start walking over to where Hungs is.
And break. Okay, so let's follow Tess. You head over to Mr. Hong's. It is open. And he is there behind the I'm trying to think up like a budget sports brand that he could be wearing, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Lacoste.
Lacoste.
Lacoste. I was gonna say Mike instead of Nike. It's Mike.
Just Mike.
And it's not a crocodile, it's a hippo.
Yeah.
Ah! Lacoste. Oh my gosh.
Miss Cargill, welcome back. Have you got a car for me?
No, not today, Hung.
Wait, do I need to give a car for you? I can check my books.
Don't tempt me. I might actually go for it. But no, right now, all I need is some info, potentially.
Okay. What you got to offer?
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Car, money,
It's up to you, or what are you, I mean...
shiny
what's
things.
hot in the market?
I mean, there's jobs if you want jobs, but, depends what the information you want is, you know?
You ever go to bars?
Like drinking?
Yeah.
No, I'm teetotal.
Really?
Not one drop.
All right. No drugs either? I mean...
No.
Can I, like, insight that?
Sure. That's, wits, Sorry, I'm on frickin',
Wits insight.
Wits insight, thank you.
That's,
I was gonna say
3?
wit scrutiny, but that's 40k.
Yeah.
You get the impression that maybe once, but not no more.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I got a bit of cash flowing in, so I mean, I could shell up some cash if you need.
That sounds good. So, what do you need to know?
Couple things. One, rumor about a bear in Hunter's Walk. Know anything about that?
Just down the road. It
Yeah.
was on the outside, but I mean, it's just a bear. If even it was a bear, it's probably like a big dog or something. You know, people get drunk, people get high, they see these shit.
But not you, right?
I didn't see it, no.
The only other thing I need to know about is, you know about the rave that happened?
The one where those kids died, yeah?
Yeah. 5 kids died. There's a 6th that might be missing. You got a name?
I could maybe find out.
I am looking for a name. I'm looking for that specific kid. So.
You look for name, you look for kid. Tell you what. Come back tomorrow. I have name. I maybe have kids. 200.
Alive, please, by the way, and not harmed.
Alive and not harmed. I'll send one of my boys out.
Okay, 200 up front.
Half. As always.
All right. So I'll just send him $100.
All right.
I'm sure I have that. Like, that's plenty.
Yeah. It's I feel like Tess would rip out 250s as opposed to like in the UK here we tend towards £5 notes, £10 notes, and £20 notes. £50 notes do exist, but no one ever uses the damn things.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Yeah.
I would probably whip out a couple 50s.
Yeah, Tess has got it in 50s for like.
I might give him an extra 50, just to make sure the job is done right.
Yeah.
So I'll give him 150. Then I'll be like. I also just anything that he might have done, and don't try to. Like, I need him in a good space.
I will do what I can. If he is damaged or broken, then you don't worry about the other half. That's
no, Hung. He
it's
cannot
the
be
same with
damaged
cars.
or broken.
I mean, sometimes you have to.
This is insurance here. No, I can't have him damaged or broken. Do this job right.
I will, but I'm saying, like, there's always possibility. There's been times you brought cars back with dings in them, right?
Hardly, easily buffed out. And honestly, like 9 times out of 10, my cars are flawless and on time. One was late. Maybe 2.
A couple were quite damaged. One was missing a wheel.
Okay, but that's because I was escaping the cops.
That's what I'm saying, is possibilities.
That was early in my career, man. Oh, jeez, you're such a pain in the ass. God. Anyway. You're still my favorite. Anyway.
Right. Preferably not broken. I know. I will do best.
Okay. You could also just get me, if there's a risk of him being broken, just get me the area where he is.
Just the head. Right.
No, Hung. Oh, God. Just literally all I need you to do, if there's a risk of him being any kind of broken, just have a location. Give me the location. I will go get him myself.
Okay. Jeez.
Okay? We're good?
Yeah.
No broken people.
Of course, yes, sure. You want to do it properly. I don't know, people. I don't know, people want kidnappings nowadays without broken people. What is this?
I'm just saying this one is very. Like, if this one wasn't one that I needed to actually talk to, I would say by all means.
You can still talk to a man with broken legs, is all I'm saying. Look.
Don't be a dick.
Is that all?
Yeah, what other cars do you have on the market?
Not much at the moment. It's all quite quiet. There's not really much in the way of orders coming in.
No big big calls on drugs or anything either, like.
Not really. It's kind of dry at the moment.
Seriously?
Yeah. The big supplier moved out.
What were they making?
I don't know what they're making. They were just kind of distributing.
Or supplying, I guess. What were they distributing?
Pretty much everything. Aside from the really, really hard stuff, the A's, but
yeah.
Everything else, like pills and all that kind of thing.
And there's no other distributor in the city right now that you know.
There is, but they're currently I guess unavailable out of the country. So I can't get through. The supply line is kind of broken. I can get a little bit, but it is like a box instead of like a truck.
I know who that supplier is then. I don't want to piss them off. But what I might do is see if I can be a proxy. We'll see. We might have to work a little bit closer together in the future. Anyway, okay.
Okay.
Let me know. I will be back tomorrow. No broken men, please.
No broken men. I'll tell you so.
Or women.
I don't think we're even kidnapping women right now.
Well, what if this person is a woman?
Oh, then yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna leave. Fucking hon. Unbelievable, this dude. I swear. Oh my god.
Do you want to head off somewhere specific, or are you just heading back, like, shaking your head?
I'll be shaking my head, but I think I'll also I'm gonna text Talia or call or whatever, see if I can get through to Talia, just to be like, hey, I have a business proposition for you while you're out of the country, you know, blah blah blah. See if I can, you know, set up a little call with her to expedite some of those, you know, get a little bit more money in.
Okay, you receive a text back maybe like 5 to 10 minutes afterwards, which says, head to my warehouse and ask for Crake.
Craig? Okay.
Crake. It's
Crake.
It's Kraic.
Craig. Not Craig.
Not
What
Craig.
a name. Craig. Sure. Then I'll, you know what, if I have the time, I'll just go over to the warehouse and ask for Craig.
Okay. Where were you heading before you got the message back? Just because like it's like 5 to 10 minutes plus. Like you could probably make it to where you were going. Is all.
I might see if, honestly, I might just see if there's any shops open.
Okay. There are a couple, but it's mostly the bars, pubs, etc. Pubs are starting to shut down. The clubs are going for a couple more hours, maybe. And also, if you're heading like back into town towards I want to say Bridgeton, but that's not what it's called. Flintbridge. If you're heading back in toward Flintbridge, you're basically heading straight through you know whose territory. So all of the shops and bars and stuff are his.
I'd probably stop into a shop in that area and just see if I could pick up, like, I don't know, just something. Maybe I'll like go lingerie shopping, you know, a little bit, and then see if I can pick something out that's like Claire's size.
Oh, quite dinky then.
Just, you know, yeah, just to have, just in case, you know, just in case it goes further, you know.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, there's nothing fancy open. If you want one of the like fancy pants, as it were, places, then you'd have to like go there a bit earlier, like when you wake up, or like the other option, you can always use one of your human people. So like P. Williker, you could send him. Poor guy, but you could send him out for like lingerie and stuff if you know, like on a
we need to hire
daytime
just another person for that.
You can talk to P. Williker and talk about that. Get him an assistant or something.
Yeah,
it's not the type of thing he'd overstep. Would be like, I'm gonna hire my own, you know.
No, he'd probably ask first if anything, but no, I'll probably just pick something up myself, just nothing too fancy, just almost just like to have, and then if I get the text, then I'll head up to the warehouse.
Okay. Chrys. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go over and see Jezebel, who is not Irish.
I remembered, don't worry.
In her Irish pub. So over at the Clarabelle.
Yeah.
To ask her questions.
Over in Sunnytown. So
yeah.
Is that in the I think that's in the territories.
Gorbin's territory.
Gorbin's broken territory, yeah.
No pressure. It's fine.
No, just let me have a look here. Yeah, it's not in. You guys met Anthony, right?
It's
It's kind of Gorbin's second.
I think we might
I think
have
you met him in the meeting. I think
at the meeting,
yeah.
but I don't think we spoke.
I think you've met Anthony and Diego, are the two that you've met.
I would be. Yeah. Gorbin brought Diego to the meeting.
The meeting, yeah.
So I don't know if we've met Anthony.
I think you met Anthony when Ivan and Vladimir bought Mac and you.
Right.
In.
Okay.
And Anthony was there.
Okay, well, I would definitely be trying to keep an eye out as I go, like, in the general direction, because I know we've not really got a deal with them.
Yeah, but they're trying to maintain appearances, so...
Yeah.
Also,
I probably... Would I have sent a message to say first? Yeah, I probably would have...
Sent a message, like, to Gorbin type
to Gorbin,
thing. Yeah,
just wanting to pop into the territory to check something, like I'm not feeding, not doing anything else. I'll be an hour.
You get the green light really quickly then, because so. And just as a sidebar, from what you know as a group, collectively there are like 4 different captains of Gorbin who are currently like vying. You don't know the names of 2 of them. You do know the other 2 are Diego and Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the standard like loud music, you know, kind of like rowdy pub atmosphere as you like walk in, and no one pays much attention to you because you've been here like not recently, but in general quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's let's call him John, like a bartender behind the and he kind of like waves as you walk over. Right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, not bad.
Alright. Is Jessie around or
Office.
she busy?
Well, I don't think so.
Right, I'll just
Yeah, alright.
I'm gonna go and like knock because it's light. But it's kind of like knock and like pop my head in.
Yeah. She if you pop your head in, she like looks up and says, Chrys, hey, you wanna come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just close the door after me and stuff and.
It's a bit loud outside.
Yeah. Busy, nice, good.
Yeah, it's I haven't seen you for a while. Where have you been?
It's been like
doing?
mad busy. With my roommates, so yeah, lots of drama.
So there was no kickback from that job we did, so it's all good, all clear. No need to worry about it.
Why would I have gotten any kickback?
Because you helped us.
Well, I should be asking you. Have you had any kickback?
No, I said there wasn't any.
No, yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, it's all good. Great. I know I haven't been around, and I just turn up and ask questions, and it's annoying, and everyone hates it. But have you heard about that bear?
The one in Hunter's Walk?
Yeah. Is it? Do you know anything more about it? Because I just heard there's a bear.
That's all I heard. Is someone saw a bear and it was. But you know, people say they see things all the time. Out here, we have people coming in, like 3 sheets to wind, and being like, we saw wolves and all kinds of animals out in the woods, but they're just pissed.
Well, they could be wolves.
I don't think there are any wolves in the UK at the moment. Not from what I know.
There are in zoos.
Right.
Could have escaped a zoo.
Okay.
Well, just you never know.
Do you also believe in ghosts?
Depends on what kind of day I've had.
Okay.
Yeah.
You,
Just like 1,000 miles
Yeah,
there for
it's
a
like-
second. Like, yeah.
you alright?
Talking about definitely unrelated topics.
Right.
You've not heard of any like extra trouble going on up in Sunnytown, have you? Like, obviously there was the rave thing.
Yeah, the kids that died.
Yeah, like we knew someone there. And you know, we're trying to find out who was missing because it was.
Okay.
Yeah, have you heard anything about like the kid who was?
And like the clientele out there are like mid-30s plus, kind of like heavy drinkers, and they're not into like partying and raving. They're more into getting exceedingly drunk and staggering home.
Yeah.
It's not really my clientele.
No. Well, I heard like there could be some extra trouble, so I guess just
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you for the heads up.
yeah, let me know if there's if it comes up and you need just give me a shout if you need a hand with it. Or
do you want like little extra? Do you need a little extra work? Like I could put you on the door for a while. If there's going to be more trouble, you could keep an eye out for that as well.
yeah, that's true. I need to check with someone.
Different job.
I just don't want to step on any toes, so
Okay.
I just need to double check that we're all good. But yeah, when are you thinking? And I'll.
Yeah. When can you start?
Well, I can't right now.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But yeah, no. I guess I could pretty much straight away. There's not a lot. I'll have a think, and I'll text you.
You got my number, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Double check that it's all
Yeah.
right, because sometimes. Okay. Yeah, and let me know if you hear about trouble or the bear, because that's interesting.
Oh, and she like pulls out a card. Take a number for the bar itself if you're going to maybe be working here, so you can just call you can call here instead of me. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay then. Thanks. Anything I can? And you want to chat about while I'm here, or?
We've kind of expanded business a little bit.
Yeah.
So I may have like other work if you're interested in picking it up, but you know, it is a bit more like the last job you had. You know, it's little muscle on things. Yeah. Pays better than standing on a door, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Is if you want.
It's a bit better for time, isn't it?
More money, less time, but it wouldn't necessarily be in the area, so you couldn't. If you're looking to keep an eye on the area, then.
Well, not necessarily like too much. Maybe because out of character, Chrys is like no money.
Yeah.
She's like, it's fine, which she doesn't eat, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll have a think. But again, still, it depends. I have to kind of stay in the city, I think, at the moment.
Okay.
And then the stepping on toes thing. So
yeah, it's well, we'll put a pin, and you let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Why don't you message me when you have a job coming up?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll be able to tell you a bit closer to the time.
That sounds good.
Oh yeah, right. See you later then.
Yeah. Text me when you know about the door work.
The door.
Yeah.
Will do. Okay. And I'm gonna potter off back, I suppose. I think I'm gonna have like a little walk around. I wasn't very long in the Clarabelle. So I'm gonna be a little bit obnoxious and walk around.
Okay.
Goblin's territory. See. Can't not like obviously look for anyone, but
Yeah, just see what you can see, kind of thing.
being conspicuous and seeing if someone.
Okay.
like
You want to do a
what the
little recce
situation is.
on
Yeah.
the whole area? Sure.
Mm.
Okay. Also, sidebar, I've legitimately got like 20 jobs that way. Just like wandering in and someone's like, hey, do you want a job? I'm like, yeah,
Good
sure.
job. I mean, Chrys is like, Tess has pointed out that I didn't ask questions about the last job, but
Yeah.
I don't really care. So
That's fair.
it's like, oh,
It's
That's really
It's different when it's someone you know as well. You know, if someone is like randomly in the street and they're like, hey, do you wanna earn 100 quid for holding this bag? And you're like, but if it's someone you know, if it's someone you, yeah, it's someone you know, you're like,
yeah. And sometimes if you ask too many questions, then they're gonna start getting a bit like, why is there so questions?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't you trust me? Are we not like? So it's a potential thing, and we'll have to see where it is in the time. But yeah, a little recce around Gorbin's territory.
Yeah. Okay. Plus, it does tend to be like you'll notice that that Mr. Hung wasn't like, what do you need it for? Why do you need this person? Blah blah blah. It's just arguing about broken, apparently.
Do you want me to roll anything?
For now, we'll switch over to Nahari.
I would be sneaking around the neighborhood of the warehouse where the rave was. I probably would like go full sneak when I got within like 10 blocks or even further out.
Okay, well, roll me a dex stealth and we'll see how you how low a profile you keep.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm blind.
I think stealth is left column near the bottom. Okay. You can reroll one if you want, but I can tell you that you feel pretty good about the lack of noise and loudness that you're currently achieving. Are you essentially wanting to get close to, like, kind of recon what's going on there?
Yeah, like I want to see if there's still a police presence.
There is, yeah.
Okay. I want to see like what they're doing, if they're just like watching or if they're still collecting evidence, or if there's like anyone else around besides the cops kind of in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Just kind of
so
see if I feel anything strange.
It's taped off, and there are forensic teams there, and roll me a wits awareness at the same time. I'll like play it off with your stealth to combine to be like, how close can you get? What type of snippets of conversation can you pick up?
Cool. Oh, that's not wits.
Can reroll 2 if you like.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, okay. 3 successes. Yeah. So yeah, it's the majority of the conversation is the police and forensic teams basically talking about how they're not even sure how the people died. There appears to be no, like, cause of death that can be determined, is the problem. So they're looking for traces of poison, or they're basically currently working off the theory that someone poisoned some drinks and distributed it either to targets or just as like some kind of fucked up prank or some, you know, like they're not exactly sure motive for it. But they're looking for traces of anything that could be difficult to difficult to trace, like signs of it's aside from that, there's a little bit of talk of like trying to find the missing person, but there's been no luck in you know, tracking them down or anything.
Do they mention the name of the missing person? Or like the gender, even anything about them?
They probably refer to them as the missing kid or etc. So they don't go into like names or anything.
Okay. I think I would just kind of like walk around the place and see if I feel anything shadowy, like wise. Like
you've never really felt anything shadowy.
No, but I'm trying to focus and be more aware.
Okay.
So I might just like make a loop around the place and just see if I feel anything. And
okay,
if I do, I would follow it. But if I don't, I'd probably start to head back.
In terms of feeling anything shadowy, just yourself. So okay. You know, it's yeah.
Fair.
But it depends what you use and how you approach it in terms of like when you're investigating.
Would I turn on the vision?
Sure.
Thing? Yeah.
And just kind of like walk the perimeter?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just see if I find anything.
You will need to roll me. Is it? I can't remember what the. Give me a sec. I can.
Is it discipline manipulation?
Yes, it would be yes.
Okay. That's just what I still have up.
Okay, you can reroll 3 if you would like.
Yeah, I'm going to. Does that make it a crit?
That is a crit. So that is 5 successes and then 2 more, so 7. Thank you. Maths is strong. So as you're concentrating, you don't notice, but you like you start from one position on the outside and you kind of like circle around, just trying to like, you know, you have your vision down and you have a sense. What you don't see is the fact that you've left your shadow where you started, and it is extending and following you around in a circle.
Oh boy.
Until you get on the other side of kind of on the north side of this like taped off area. It's still fairly far away. Like there's foot traffic and stuff, so people are wandering, so it seems reasonably natural. But once you get to the other side, you feel like a kind of like a hot spot. Almost like it's a mix of in your mind and on your feet as you step over it. And when you turn around to look at it, you see essentially like the best way I can describe it is bubbly tar footprints.
Interesting. Huh.
And as obviously as you look at it, you see that your shadow is kind of like attached to it and is like stretched onto it, and then it kind of like recedes from where you started. So you now know that your shadow had like stayed where you were and kept following you at the same time, and it kind of like whips back to you, but also starts spreading off along this like line of kind of bubbly tar footprints.
Interesting.
And they essentially go like up to kind of to the north of Sunnytown, and then slam off to the left, basically the west, out towards in the direction of don't panic, by the way, Vandy, but in the direction of like going out of town towards the prison and where Tess's mum's garage is. Don't panic.
Interesting. What time is it? Like, how long does all this take?
This probably takes around 30 minutes or so it's still pretty early. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
So I think I'm gonna. So my shadow's now with me, right? It's pulled back. And
It's kind of
starting to-
stretched. If you'd like to pull it back, you're still in control of it.
I think I'd partially pull it back, but like let it follow the footprints.
In kind of like a little arrow in front of you so you can follow where it goes. If you like,
Yeah.
that would allow you to turn your dark eyes off.
Yeah, then I think I would do that. And then just follow it. And I would shoot a text to Tess and Chrys and tell them that I think I found a trail and I'm gonna follow it and tell them where it's going.
Okay.
Like, just so they would know. I'll get in touch if I discover anything.
As you are following it, it essentially heads through Sunnytown to the west, and until the point where like the houses start to taper off and the forest starts.
Cool.
I wanted to give you the opportunity to not wander into the scary forest, so.
Yeah, I don't want to go into the scary forest by myself. But I also don't want to lose the trail. So I think I would message them and be like, hey guys, do you want to come meet me?
Okay. Chrys, I can tell you that aside from people being actually in the area, they're not really out much, or people even people walking through tend to like hurry through this area. I think they probably have a sense of like the tension and etc. that's going on in the area.
Yeah.
But there's not much action, and no one kind of like challenges you or anything. Possibly because you already like shot through that you said you were gonna, you know.
Yeah, but it was obviously now Chrys knows that Anthony'd been watching before to try and freaking kill her. So it was just sort of scope out the area, see what would happen.
Yeah.
If not much, then I would start heading back to Sticks and Stones.
Yeah, while you're walking or when you get in there after a while, you get a text from Nahari.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we want to find this Husk person.
Yeah.
And I'll just text like, I'll be right there.
Okay. Then
Cool.
head out.
Yeah.
All right.
Head straight over.
Yes. You're heading over to talk to Craig?
Creek. Yeah. I will say, if I get the text, I'll just be like, just doing
It wouldn't.
business?
You
Oh.
went pretty quickly with Mr. Hong and everything,
Oh,
so
okay. Alright.
you'd probably have a little bit of time before you got the text, enough to head over to the warehouse. And
I'll head over there then.
yeah. There's a couple of lads on the door.
Looking for Crake.
Craig. Don't know Uncle Craig.
Talia sent me.
All right, I'll go get Craig. And just like heads in. Heads in. A little bit of time passes, and then a like thick glass bottle bespectacled guy with like fairly pale guy with like dreads and a bandana and kind of like work clothes, you know, like white tee and then like a kind of work jacket over, like work vest over, type thing, wanders out and says, "All right, what do you want?"
My name is Tess. I am a friend and I suppose ally of Talia's. And since she's out of town, I had a business proposition to make sure that product was moving a little more easily.
Oh, well, I'm in charge of that, so you probably need to talk to me.
That's what she said. You're
All right.
Crake, right?
I'm Craig.
shall we? And I'll just like motion inside or...
Sure. Where are we going?
Well, wherever we can sit and talk.
You want to talk business?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Follow me.
All right, and I'll follow him.
So how you doing?
You know, not terribly. Can't say, this is pretty quiet lately, you know?
Right.
Everything.
It's a lot calmer now.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Have we met before?
I don't know if we have. Why, have you met someone who looks like me?
I don't know, maybe. Do you always look like this?
I think so.
Then I don't think so.
Did you meet someone who doesn't look like me and yet acts like me?
I don't really know how you act. But I've met many people who haven't looked like you.
I suppose you have. I've met lots of people who don't look like me either.
Alright. And basically takes you into an office bit and like it's like one of those kind of conference tables with loads and loads of seats, and he sits on one end and kind of like just plonks himself down.
He's a fucking Malkavian, isn't he? Fucking Malkavians, goddammit. Alright, well, I'll sit down. Talia and I have a good working relationship, and I'd like to aid in her business, including and mine, of course. There seems to be a void in the city right now with her away and with the warehouse blown up that there's not enough product moving.
You want some drugs?
I want to push the drugs and get paid for it.
Right. How many drugs you want?
What are you looking to sell?
What are you looking to take?
All right, well, let me back up here a moment.
I mean, what? We're talking like one truck, two trucks? We're talking a box, a bag? We're talking many different types of...
We're talking a long-term proposition here, where
you wanted to set up a pipeline.
Yes, I do. So I'm looking to expand my businesses.
Right.
I have a bar called the Sticks and Stones.
Oh, lovely place. Amazing.
Have you been?
No.
Oh, you should go.
But I like the name.
Well, I'm glad you like it. We wanted to continue expanding our businesses into various bars, eateries, clubs, more underground places as well, some of which can push your product.
That sounds good.
Good. I'm looking for a little bit of a pre-investment, as well as allowance for property. And then we will build up and I can actually get some stuff going. We can sell preliminarily a little bit at the Sticks and Stones, but I'd rather keep the Sticks and Stones a little bit more clean for now.
I tell you what, how about I load up a truck for you, you take it with you, you see what you can unload, let's say in about a month or so, and then if you need another truck, then you can give us the money and you can have another truck. What you looking for? You looking for like we talking like weed? We talking like pills? We talking like, you know, like blow, like white, dark? Where are we going here?
Well, ideally, we'll be able to expand into everything, but I suppose we could start off with weed, and a truckload seems like I just don't have the manpower for a truckload yet.
Oh, you need to get yourself some more man then.
I do, which is
Would you like a couple of boys?
Well, am I paying you for the boys?
Well, they'd be part of the payment in the end, yeah, when you've managed to sell the stuff.
What I was looking for was a pre-investment in the property so that we could set up a place that would be able to sell everything. Almost like a joint venture.
Nice. Well, we don't really have much in Sticks and Stones is down in the in Flintbridge, right?
It is.
Yeah, we don't have much down there, but that'd be like you know, if we're doing a joint venture thing, then we'd own part of it. So it would kind of put our, like, I don't know what kind of deal you've got up there with the hoity-toities, so...
We're both, we're on a council for the city together.
Yeah, right. And I know Miss Talia would hate it if I made a deal where you were allowed to come and take over part of our warehouse or something. So I'm thinking,
oh, gosh.
you know,
No.
you might not want us coming in and taking part of a building or some shit.
No. Simply, I was asking for a, call it a loan.
Right.
So that I can get an establishment set up.
Right.
You'll be paid back the loan, and you'll be able to sell your product through there in a different area of the city.
I don't really do like loans and stuff. I do drugs. Like if you want a truck full of drugs, I've got like 16 of them outside. You can have one of them, and then you sell them, and then give us part like the money that you owe us, and then you'll have some money left over. You can buy your own place. But no,
what kind of cut are we talking then?
We'll take 20.
You'll take 20?
You're kind of buying wholesale, so usually we go like 30, but
I'd be happy with 20. Let me see what I can do from a manpower standpoint, and then I will get back to you. But let's start off with some weed.
I mean, you're not going to make much of that, unless you know you really kind of get some sellers and like sell it on the low, you know, kind of baggies and that.
I have a few connects in the a few connects that I can probably reach out to, but most of them are asleep right now, unfortunately.
So is the way.
Yep, such a shame. All right, well, just know that I am interested and will be coming back to work with you shortly.
All right, well, I'll wait for you to come back and say hey.
Sounds good. All right, nice to meet you, Craig.
Oh, I didn't get your name.
It's Tess.
That's nice to meet you too, then, Tess.
Alrighty. Think I'm good here. I'll show myself out.
Oh, all right then.
And I'll walk out. They just got truckloads of drugs. That's it. Like,
Life's been good to Talia. Recently, especially.
yeah, fuck, no kidding. Actually, before I leave, I'll just turn around and be like, who would I talk to if there were loans involved? Talia herself, I'd assume.
Oh no, she's got a new garland. Or I don't know the name. Good with money, Italian.
Oh, yeah, I know her. Don't worry.
She's not in the country at the moment though. Her and the guy, the prim proper one, and the Italian one, they all went off to Italy for a while. I think they're back in a week or so.
Oh, that's fine. I can, I'll send her a message and see if we can chit chat once they're back. Pleasure to meet you. I'll take off then.
All right then. Have a good day.
Okay, so I gotta talk to Davine if I want money stuff. I don't know where Cass is fitting in there.
From what you know, he's not really involved with Talia stuff. He's involved with Talia.
Right, yeah.
It's just, you know, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's helping with external stuff for the city, for the council. The fact that Davine essentially folded into Talia because of the location and because they've been helping each other out, and also because they've been screwing. So
that checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Freaking
okay.
Toreadors, man.
Seriously. So what I'll do is I'll just shoot a message to Davine being like, hey, I met with Craig. I have a business venture for you once you're back and, back in the city. We should chit chat. I'll just say like clubs, loans, I don't know, new market or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The message you get back after a little while, it's right on the periphery, I think. No, it should be okay. It's like 2 hours ahead, I think. So, yeah, the message you get back is essentially, sounds good. When I get back, we can have a meet. My place? Question mark. And then also, how's the youngest doing? Is she still mad?
I'll reply saying, at you, not sure. Somehow she's okay with me though. And like with a very puzzled like.
Yeah.
And I'll reply again saying, apparently Nathan's doing, and an eye roll emoji.
Okay. We'll have to look into that I'll look into that when I get back. And see if she's still mad at me.
I can ask. Chrys went on a date with her, so.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, when I get back, we'll talk, and I'll smooth things over with Leo if needed.
Sounds good. Have a good trip. Bring me back a souvenir.
I'll see what non-perishable. I'll see what non-perishable food I can find out here.
Yes.
Yeah, your Davide knows you well enough to know, first thing food, second thing probably some kind of clothing.
Yeah.
It's not really her jam though. The clothing
but she knows
and etc.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
And then text and
yeah.
So what we will do is we will have both of you. Chrys would get there first, but then you would turn up quite reasonably soon afterwards. Both of you turning up to where Nahari is, which gives CP a brilliant moment to go pee and yeah. So carry on.
Okay, so I sort of found a trail, I think, but it leads deeper into these woods, and I didn't want to keep going on my own.
Mm-hmm. Probably wise.
Yeah.
The wilds are fine. They're worried about the person?
A little. Also, I don't really know the wilds that well. I just figured it'd be better if we went together.
Wait, like the wilds? Like,
I mean, this is their territory that we're about to.
Oh, right.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I can just text Caster.
Well, shall we deal with the person or like follow the trail or first and then have fun?
Well, maybe he found something, or knows something.
Maybe not. And then you have to explain why we're in their territory chasing a person.
Fine. Also, if we don't find them by tonight, Hung will probably get the person.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's handy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that'll be easier. I asked Jezzy and not heard anything. It's not really the right crowd, but she offered me some work.
Oh,
so... I would also have work for you all. Talia has a fuck ton of drugs, like trucks full of drugs.
Oh,
that we can.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's totally something I've done before, so why not?
Well, and I'm thinking because like Claire is all in that, like maybe we see who Claire knows, and then like.
Good
You know?
idea. Definitely.
Also, they only take 20%.
Wow, that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, apparently normally they take 30. So I was gonna see if I could negotiate down to 15, but it's a fucking Malkavian, I'm sure.
Those are fun.
No, they're not. Fucking Malkavians.
There's something. Okay, well, I'd probably prefer to do work for Jezzy, to be honest. Not like, don't really have a lot of contacts in that way.
All right, well, I mean, for now we can just like go into the woods and do the thing, and then maybe we stop by the wilds after.
Yeah. Let's see what we see first, probably.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go into some creepy woods at like 3 a.m.
What time is dawn? We have time.
So winter has started to recede. You're kind of bleeding into springtime now. So it's starting to get a bit less like long night. But it's still kind of like 7, 8 a.m. getting light and like.
When's our meeting with the Calic boys?
It's a couple of hours, so it's like 3 a.m. now, so like probably in 2 hours, so kind of 5 a.m.
Yeah, because it's close to sun up, you said. So cool.
Gives you a couple of hours to, like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe.
And then we need to get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. After you, Nahari, as you know where we're going, right? You do know where we're going.
Yeah, I can see a trail, actually. It's really cool. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect, but maybe we'll find a zombie.
just as a note, for Nahari, you've to maintain your shadow like that is kind of untenable. It essentially, kind of goes back to normal. It's quite a lot of concentration. So while you were like on the move and like it was gonna end soon, it wasn't too bad. But just standing there like waiting. So.
Okay.
If you wanna snap down the.
Yeah. So I can see it again.
The only other like thing that may cross people's minds, I'll leave it down to you because it's something you're aware of, but you both have different interactions with like the spirit ghost stuff. So it's possible that Tess might be able to have a different interaction with the trail footprints or whatever. Just FYI.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Yeah, so my only question with that is, can you see the other side or see whatever you see and still be aware of our side?
I can't. So I would have to.
Your ass carried.
Well, but then you wouldn't know what I'm like. I wouldn't be able to communicate with you either, right? So.
Well, maybe you could just take a look at whatever is going on here. I don't know.
I could take a quick peek. I don't know how useful it'll be, but I mean, how about we go a little bit in, and then once we're in there, I can maybe look a little deeper. Because I don't know how much I'll be able to see. You know what? Let me just do it now. I'll do it now just to see if I see anything different.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it wits discipline or?
It would be, I think resolve discipline is the.
Oh. Okay,
if you're wanting to pop out.
A 2. Wow, that was. Can I reroll 2?
Yeah, you can reroll 2 if you like.
What is it for me to turn it back on? Just
Uh,
manipulation discipline, or
that is manipulation discipline. Yeah. Okay, 3 successes. Did you whack your funny bone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Jangles. It's like when you don't notice that you've been sitting on your leg, and then you get up and you have to like hurry somewhere, and you're like, "Ow, no! Ow, no! Ow, no!"
Yeah.
Okay. Shadows kind of roll over your eyeballs. Always fun. Yeah, Tess, you pop out. You can Nahari, you can see the kind of bubbly tar footprints. Still. Tess, you don't really see anything.
Can I hear anything that's like in this realm, I guess, instead of like, because everything's like muted and everything for me, but can I hear anything else that's in this area?
Roll me a wits discipline, please.
Ooh.
Is that a crit?
5.
No.
It's not, no. It's close.
You hear a light, very vague buzzing from inside the forest somewhere. Kind of just like a
I'm gonna rush up ahead just myself because I know my body's not moving, so I'm just gonna move just to almost like scout ahead.
Okay. Please roll me a what would this be? This would probably be a I want to say dexterity stealth, but that would not work in this instance because it's not dexterity stealth. You know, it'd probably be a manipulation discipline.
Manipulation discipline? Sure.
That's 2. You
2.
can re-roll 3 if you like.
I will re-roll 3.
This is essentially like trying to move through the state that you're in without like disturbing anything, without making like
waves and
it's
stuff.
yeah, it's weird to say noise because it's not really noise as such, but yeah.
So that is a 4 then.
Okay, yeah. Essentially you move forward and follow this kind of sensation, or it kind of like vibrates the back of your teeth a little bit, just like, you know, that type of low hum. And you takes you probably like 5 minutes or so. You do move a little bit faster when you're concentrating like this. And you come to a fairly like densely packed set of trees, where the hum has like increased in volume and intensity, and you see mainly because it's lit, actually, like kind of dull glowing light, you see like a hunched figure over what appears to be like a silvery deer. And like the kind of neck is like ripped out, and it seems to be like feeding on it.
Is the deer is like silvery? It's in like on the ground and
Like translucent silvery, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that means it's probably dead. Oh fuck. Is the color of the deer changing?
It's just kind of like, compared to others you've seen in this kind of realm or place, it's kind of toned down. Like it's not as vibrant or as you know.
Can I get a little? I want to be really careful. I want to be really quiet.
Yeah.
And see if I can just like get a visual of the face or something. Like, is the person also like muted, kind of shadowy, or is it like actually like they seem like they're in this realm as well?
It's muted a bit, like not slow mo, but you know it's got that kind of like blur effect when it moves. Also like dark. You can't see like features, or it's kind of, it's almost like a shadow in a shadow, if that makes sense. And the light of the deer isn't lighting the figure.
Okay. And the buzzing sound, does it have an origin? Like, can I determine an origin?
The figure, yeah. It's just kind of like the figure itself is like, now you're looking at it and like going off your roll earlier, like you haven't made your presence known. You're kind of like you're kind of low key in the old spirit world, basically. It's vibrating even when it's completely still, so there's kind of, it's like the entirety of it is moving, like a little to the left, a little to the right, and leaving like after images in your vision.
Oh fuck. And it still seems vaguely humanoid, right? Like
Shadowy figure, hard to tell.
Like, are there hands?
Yeah. No, kind of like again, like blurry and moving, but could be claws, could be hands, could be could be hooves.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
This thing's like not human anymore. Oh fuck. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna like wake up or try to snap out of it there. Yeah, that thing is, I don't know what that is, but it's fucked. It's eating a deer right now.
Interesting. Do I see anything?
You'd have to go.
I like ran, like, sorry it took so long, but I like ran into the thing there. It's like a buzzing sound. It's insane. I followed it, and there's this figure in a clearing just eating a deer. It's like hunched over. I don't even know if it's human anymore, to be honest. Like it's all kinds of fucked. But it didn't notice me, I don't think. So.
Well, maybe I can get control of it. I mean, if it's already... Wait, but I already took all of the soul goodness out of it, right?
Well, that thing came from whatever your shit does. So we can either try to figure out if it does anything for you, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna.
Well, I thought we were gonna try and put the back in the person.
We can certainly try, but that is a very messed up husk of a. I don't even know if that's human.
I guess
should we go have a look?
See, yeah.
We should, and we should do it quickly, and we should do it quietly.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that thing, Chrys, you're gonna, like, if that thing comes for us, I am very much hopping behind you.
That would be the correct response. Okay, well, you still have to point us.
Let's go.
Where it
Let's
is.
go. I'm gonna just start leading. I'm gonna start leading the way.
Yeah. The footprints lead that way, so I'm still.
Follow the footprints.
Yeah.
Going normal, going quiet, going loud, going
quiet.
We're all trying to sneak.
Dexterity stealth, please. If at any point you would like to hang back to let the stealthier people take the lead, let me know. Oh, 2. Is that correct?
It's a no, just 110.
You can reroll 1 if you'd like.
I got 3.
Okay.
That's not too shabby.
So
Nahari got 3 as well, yeah.
Nahari got 3. Can reroll 2, Nahari, if you'd like, but you know.
Oh, I should have.
You know what? I may as well try to reroll 1 at this point. No, I don't want to. No, I'm hesitant about this thing. So I have 2 more rerolls, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Fair. Okay.
Same. Yeah, so we're just trying to sneak up to it.
So yeah, you hear as you get closer, you hear kind of like kind of squelchy, snacky kind of noises. And then you if you like, Tess could probably lead you to the place where she was, like from her perspective, because it was kind of crouched down, like facing away from where you were, Tess. And like you can make it to there. Essentially, you can see through the trees. Like you're not super far away. If you're not careful, you could alert this thing. What you see essentially is a dude crouched down in the woods by himself.
We don't
Actually
see
looks
the
like
deer?
a dude.
Just
There's no deer? What do you mean there's no deer?
There's no deer. Just looks like a dude crouched in the woods.
Huh.
He was eating a deer.
Maybe he was just eating, I say this really quietly, the
Yes.
spirit of the deer?
Oh my god. Oh my
Wouldn't
god.
there still
It's
just be a body?
does it just feed on everything either good or bad?
Tess,
This,
you've had experience with these things very slightly when they've been like conscious and awake.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what happened?
Tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do you remember the details of what you were doing in the moment?
trying to talk to it?
In
Spirity form, yeah. So oh fuck.
So if there's no deer that you can see,
Well then it's dead. And it was just the spirit of the deer.
or it was just a spirit.
No. No. Oh. Fuck.
If you say this out loud, I need to know because
Oh, but I feel okay. I know this is like really bad, like in character, but I wholly fucking think that Tess would just like, if she had that realization, she'd be like, do that. It'd be like, oh no, 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 no.
what?
Oh no, 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 no. That thing was eating a spirit. That thing is eating a spirit.
Nahari, you feel a little tug. Like you had when you peeled off the thing from your bracelet and then kind of yucked up the tar golem thing. You're
So do
feeling
I
like
think
a kind of tug towards this.
This can't just be what was left over though, can it? I don't know. If I focus on the bracelet and I focus on it, can I feel like, what do I see? What do I feel?
You essentially feel the like it's the same kind of sensation, except for instead of like you can peel one off and kind of like I don't want to say absorb because you don't really absorb it. I guess conduit it. It feels more like there's an impulse to like break away and to be, yeah. That's the best way. It's a hard like feeling to describe,
not,
basically.
I don't really understand. So to do what? To
Essentially one of the, let's call it souls for the sake of argument. essentially is like pulled away from the bracelet. Like,
Oh.
it wants to leave the bracelet and wants to. You know.
Oh, so I could send it back. Okay. So maybe. I mean, do I feel like I have any sense of control?
Oh yeah. You could definitely control this.
So I can control the dude, or I can control the thing that's still on the bracelet.
The bracelet, yeah.
Okay. So maybe I take the thing that's in the bracelet and try to push it towards this person.
Doesn't really work like that. You're more of a conduit. So essentially, it would be the same process of drawing it out into your stomach and then yucking it.
But so I couldn't really send it back.
You're not really sure how you got it, so you're not really sure how you'd reverse the process exactly. It might be something to do with your shadow. That's the best, like that's the only thing I can suggest. And the only thing that would be like... So, roll me an intelligence occult, please.
Okay.
This is really something that anything has prepared you for, is the best I can say, but you might be able to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll that.
You can't.
I
Can't re-roll hunger dice. And you got 1 with your 1, and then you've got a... Yeah, the best you can kind of figure out is, from what you know, your shadow, like attaching your shadow to them in the first place, had some form of absorption with the bracelet effect. So it's possible if you do the same thing in the same steps that you could reverse it. So essentially you could gloop them with your shadow, and then like the conduit the thing back.
Okay, so then I would try sending my shadow towards it.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
You wanna kind of like grab the guy with your shadow and...
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, please roll me a manipulation and oblivion discipline.
Can I re-roll that?
You may re-roll 3 if you like, yes.
Okay. Oh, whoops. I meant to re-roll 3. I re-rolled.
You could do one more.
Yeah, sorry.
Ooh.
Good.
So that's 4 successes. Yeah. Your shadow like kind of vibrates for a second and then takes a bit more of solid form and starts to kind of like push over the ground, like snakes towards him. And then like once it reaches him, he's still kind of like crouched down and appears to be munching or eating on something. Essentially like slides over him and like up his leg and kind of around him, and just the movements that he was... Let me just see how he does. I don't think he's going to do particularly well, but we'll go with this, I think. Yeah, not very well. He essentially just... Your shadow kind of wraps around his legs and slides up his body and around his arms, and you've essentially like locked him in, and you're like restricting him almost like a straitjacket with your shadow.
Can I try sending back whatever was in the bracelet that belongs to this particular husk?
Yeah, you can give it a shot. Manipulation.
Discipline again.
Discipline again, yeah.
How many rerolls do I have left? I'm not sure.
Where's your let's have a look here. Have you been marking them off today? Okay, so
She's used 3.
Yeah.
you have 2 more.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reroll. I don't know if this is a good idea. Not such a good idea. Okay.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. All right. Okay. You feel the like it's very, very easy to kind of like separate the one again, let's call it a soul for the sake of argument. And instead of kind of bringing it into your essentially like into your stomach, into yourself, you kind of like channel it down through the shadow. It kind of like empowers it slightly, even maybe like you feel this kind of like electricity charge through it as you send it through your shadow, and it shoots down the length of it, and then up, and then kind of like into the bits controlling it, and you can feel it like leave and like absorb it into this guy.
Okay. And then does anything like he's
restrained, so but he doesn't like react or say anything or
I think I'm gonna say to Tess and Chrys, I think I sent it back, but I'm scared to let him go in case he attacks us. Would you want to take a quick peek, maybe, Tess?
Okay.
Just
I'll go back in.
Just for a second, just to see if you see anything.
It's resolve discipline. Give it a little pop. This is to all those people who say we don't roll much.
Earliest day.
4 is what I got.
Okay. Yeah, you I imagine at this point, Chrys, you're used to just grabbing Tess every time she ragdolls.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I'll mostly just like
I'll
lean into her. I'll just be like, going in.
How does it
So small.
how does it feel being a spiritual caddy? Tess, the dearest there. It's kind of like being gorged on like neck and flank. The kind of it's still looks the same as it did before. It's still kind of vibrating slightly, and even though it's completely still now, and you can see the like the tendrils of shadow that's kind of like wrapped around it. And
are there any like threads? Because if it has to go in reverse, although I wouldn't really know that, but anyway. Okay, I'll pop back out then. Was it vibrating less? Is the same? Okay, so I'll pop back out and I'll say, all right, well, he's restrained. The deer is still there. And he can't move. He looks the same. But last time, is there a way for you to get, the lines back on him? Because last time I saw that there were like white like strings or whatever just like attached to him. So maybe you got to do that and like make it go back to him. It's gonna make you probably feel like shit for a little bit though.
I'm not sure what I did before because I don't see lines. I just see shadow. And I've already sent back, I think, what I took. Can I like just release his head and see if he'll talk to us? Is that a thing?
Sure. Yeah, just FYI, you haven't made yourselves known. Like, yeah, as far as I'm aware, you've been speaking quite quietly so that he can't hear you. So you can like the shadows like recede from his head and like kind of hold him by the body below. But like there's no movement or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would walk.
There's probably a little bit of. Actually, no, there wouldn't be. Sorry, no, carry on. Yeah, there's no movement.
Are his eyes open?
You'd have to walk around the other side of him. As I said, he's like crouched down, facing away.
Right. So yeah. So I'd like kneel down in front of him and be like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Like Chrys would have stepped forward a bit if we're all going out, but like not.
Yeah. So you're
a
kind
couple of meters away.
You're
like...
kind of going around the other side of him and like kind of crouching down and looking at him. Yeah, he looks like a completely normal kind of like 21, 22-year-old. Like low 20s, college student. His eyes are like completely black. Like they have the same thing as like Nahari gets when she like covers her.
Mm-hmm.
And like as you crouch down next to him, his head's kind of like tilted down a little bit, like as if it's looking at something on the floor. As you crouch down next to him, his head like up and just looks at you.
Are you? Can you speak to us?
Yes.
Who are you?
Me.
Ask him why he is.
What are you doing here?
Serve.
What?
Sorry, he said serve.
Serve?
Serve.
I have no idea, you guys.
Hurry, ask him who he serves.
Oh, who do you serve?
You.
Or are you telling me to serve? Why would I do that?
No, just give him an order or something. Tell him to like stand up.
Well, she's got hold of him. So
Oh, right. Okay. Tell him to
blink 3 times.
Well, he's talking, right? So
yeah, but he's saying he serves. So serve.
will you serve me? Will you do what I say?
Yes.
That's a question, not an order.
I I don't know.
Tell
what to
tell him
do.
to say something. Tell him to say something.
Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, so it's gonna do
Say
what I
something.
say.
Tell him to say something ridiculous, like poopy pants, 420 XD.
I just laugh. Say 420.
420.
Oh
wow,
my
it
god.
really is gonna do what I say. That's crazy. Tell us why you were eating the deer spirit. Hmm.
Ask him what he's feeding on.
Tell us what you were eating. Can you be yourself? Can you be the kid whose body you're in?
Whose spirit is he?
I have no idea.
But ask, maybe he knows.
Well, he's not really answering my questions.
But there's a spirit in him. Do we know it's the right one?
It's the one that felt like it belonged.
Ask him how he will serve.
How would you serve?
Command.
Tell us your name.
You have, tell us your name.
None.
Name?
He doesn't have a name. So strange.
Does he have memory?
Do you remember who you were?
Or anything?
None.
Do you remember where you were?
None.
If you're speaking, it's not picking up.
None.
Well, is there anybody we want to send him after? Because
There's got to be a way to bring him back, though, right? Like, can this spirit go back into your bracelet? Can you absorb him again somehow?
Maybe, but then wouldn't we just be left with the husk
A body.
again?
But there was darkness here before. There was a dark something in him before.
Right. So if I just absorbed the good things, then we'd be left with the thing that was maybe eating a spirit, which is not so good, right? At least now I have control of him. In theory.
Unless he's lying.
Which is possible. So like I said, is there anybody that we want to take out or?
Okay, but if you give it a command to do something, it will disappear after, right?
I don't know. If I give you a command to do something, will you disappear after? What'll happen to the body?
Can you ask it to exit that vessel of a body?
Maybe. Can I try to pull him back into my bracelet? Like pull everything?
So, you're not really sure how you did that. It wasn't a conscious choice by you. Essentially, you could try, but you don't know where you'd start.
Is there somewhere we could keep him?
This is not a pet.
Coming from Tess.
My pets are living people or undead, you know, they're kindred, okay?
Is
They're
that
not
better?
shadow
I'm
monsters.
sorry, is that
It's
better?
different. It's different.
My pets are people.
Listen, it's different, okay?
Do you want? Are we gonna? Do you want to let him go from the shadow and see if he'll?
Well, so I don't know if I can. I don't think I can make him go back to being a person. That doesn't seem to be possible. I tried to send back the thing I took, but this is the result. So we can use him. I don't know what to do with him.
How long can he serve?
I don't know. How long can you serve?
No. Too complicated, maybe.
Maybe you have to like tell him. I don't know, and you could test to see if it disappears like after his. I don't know.
Can he walk
Well,
in daylight?
It's already been a day and a half, hasn't it? Or a night.
Well, yeah,
and a
but
half.
if you just gave back what you had, and the tar thing before was what you had, then it starts now.
The thing is, this is a creature now of pure darkness. That the husk that it's in, I don't know if it has anything left in it other than the darkness that is in there.
Well, I sent back the good stuff too. Didn't I?
Did you?
Didn't I?
You sent back what you had.
I mean, I didn't see any light
What?
in there. The buzzing didn't change. It was like
Because you did the research, Nahari, what is the bracelet, like, who's it for?
What do you mean? For
Like, the bracelet is the bracelet of a goddess in mythology, right?
right.
And she's a goddess of...
Death, darkness, and the protector of souls. Right? But so if the soul that was in the bracelet is not the full soul of the person, that's like, I don't know. I'm so confused.
That's fair.
And there's a massive thunderstorm.
I heard, yeah.
damn.
Sorry.
That
It was
I
very
thought that
well
was something
timed.
falling. Like,
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
it was like a
that was-
box or something.
Nope,
Damn, that's
thunderstorm.
It's a shame there wasn't like a flash of lightning, like dramatic in the background. So, from what you know, somehow you had the ability to draw out someone from their body and basically smack them in the bracelet. Then you're able to like draw them out on a kind of like as you need basis, which essentially you can draw them out into you and then basically summon a tar golem of shadow, which will complete a command that you've asked for before kind of like bubbling out. The other thing you can do that you've kind of been able to figure out is channel it through your shadow to put into people who have nothing inside them, essentially. Considering the fact that it serves you, at least from what it's saying, it kind of comes out to the same result, which is essentially you can create servants out of people who you've trained.
Right.
So yeah. The problem is they don't seem to have any like knowledge or anything like that. So like from what you've asked already, if you're like, how did you come to be, or how do you exist, or anything like that, there's no kind of like questions it can answer, except for the very core of its being, which is, I serve, basically.
Right. Which is why I'm like, do we have anyone we want to send this after, or?
I'm gonna give this to Tess to hopefully help out a little bit. Tess, what was it doing?
Feeding on a spirit.
Why?
Maybe because it needs spirit energy to continue living, sustain itself. So if it's out in the world for too long and doesn't feed on a spirit, it will die. Interesting. Okay. It clearly needed some form of energy to sustain itself.
So I just gave it back whatever was stored in the bracelet, but it's
No.
it's probably not.
I'm talking like other spirits. It needs to feed on other spirits to stay alive or functional. So clearly it's been using some kind of energy, or it's done other things potentially. Have you willed any of your spirits to do anything, or subconsciously want things to get done? Maybe it's done something already. If not, then it might just need it to survive.
I mean, the only thing I asked any of them to do was to destroy that tree, and then it dissipated after that. Right?
Yeah. Also, question, Nahari, I assume you've dropped the Shadow Eye thing, just because it can't, like, last forever, and that was kind of the initial thing. So, just FYI, since you have, like sent the spirit back in to the guy's body, or whatever happened there for you, you haven't had the kind of peer into the spirit world type, see ghosties,
Okay.
eyes up.
Can I turn it back on and see if I see any change?
Sure, yeah. Roll me your manipulation discipline, please. Okay. Can re-roll if you want, but I can tell you, like, the more you've been using it, the easier it is to use, so it's not as difficult as it once was.
I think I only have one reroll left, so I kind of want to save it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's not as clear. It's a little harder to, because you also still have the shadows restricting this guy. But as you like drift the shadow back over your eyes, like kind of the veil gets pulled down. You don't see the guy in front of you. You see yourself.
What? Okay.
So you're staring at yourself, kind of crouching down, and looking at yourself.
Was I the one that ate the spirit? Is that what you're saying?
I'll give you this. It's much more likely that you're looking through his eyes.
Oh.
Like if you like move your hand will move in your vision. So the you that you're looking at, hand moves like that.
Okay. I mean, I think I would turn it off and say to them, I don't know what to do with this. I think we need to either use it or
lose it.
Oh yeah.
Use it or lose it.
I don't think we can bring the person back, unfortunately. So if we don't have a use for him,
Well, We can let him starve.
I was thinking more along the lines of just telling him to dissipate and be gone and not suffer. I don't even know if it can suffer, but I don't really want to leave it here to starve and then
Yeah, and
potentially eat spirits and things and then come back and haunt me later. That seems like an unwise plan.
Can you dissipate it?
I don't know. I can try. I guess I would tell him that. I would just say, die.
cease to be.
Yeah. Let go of your existence.
Yes.
Okay, and then what happens?
Nothing happens.
This is so ridiculous. I'm sorry.
We can just ask him to destroy a tree again.
I guess. Yeah. Destroy this tree.
Yes.
And he-
and then I have to let it go, I'm assuming.
Well, he
So
stands up, and the shadows like snap around him as he stands up, and it kind of like expand with him, and then slowly like recede from him. Essentially, you get the feeling that since you've put the being back inside him, he's been able to do that since then. So. And then walks over to the tree and just... You said destroy the tree?
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, he just, like, wraps his arms around it and crushes, and it just, like, crack, and then, like, slowly kind of topples and falls. And then essentially he, like, kneels over it and just starts... It's going to take him a while, but he will get it done eventually.
Keep him busy. I hate this.
I don't like it much myself either. I mean, I feel like we would have been good to use him for something, but I don't know. I mean,
What are we gonna do if it doesn't work?
I don't know. Do we have somewhere to store him? Maybe?
No.
I can maybe try to... I mean, if the body... I don't know if the kid in there is dead or not. That's the thing.
I think whatever's left of the kid is dead.
Well, then I should ask Gravestone then to send him along on his way.
That could work.
But then I don't know what's left of this shadow.
Well, when you did that before, their bodies died, right?
Yeah.
So we can't undo what we did.
Will
We
it
just
try
have to
to
deal with it.
I
eat
just don't want to
Gravestone,
kill another
though?
person. I don't want to kill another person if we can potentially save them.
But that's what I mean. I don't think I've tried everything I could to save him. I don't think that's possible at this point.
I really, really hope this is the right decision because I don't want another death on my conscience.
Well, it's my fault that this happened, right? I somehow did this. So it wouldn't be on you. I
The
just
other
don't
ones
know what
were.
else to do.
I will try to activate Sire again.
Okay.
And that is a 3.
Okay, yeah. Pop out.
And
You can see him just punching, you know, it's kind of like shadowy, vibraty nonsense.
nothing's changed in it, yeah. I will say gravestone please deliver this one.
There will be a manipulation, sorry.
Ooh, I'm going to reroll 3.
That is fair.
That is a 2.
2. Okay. As you hear light footsteps from the forest, we'll end there.
No!
Ah!
I'm so
No!
my mind is just like so fucked today. I'm sorry.
God
Well,
damn
you're okay.
it.
No, it's hard. Like
I apologize for springing all of that kind of like 20 questions computer logic situation on you when you're kind of like a bit frantic and like, oh my god, I just got here. So yeah, but hey, you decided to go husk hunting.
God damn it.
Well, okay, so out of character, I'm so confused. And in character, I'm so confused because it seemed like there was a way to return the soul and get the person back, but there's obviously not a way. And I have control, but I don't have control. Like I can't. I don't know. I'm just confused.
I mean,
did she use the good vibes and she put the bad, well, what was left over back in because it energized her, right? And she's used stuff since. And then, so all she had left was the bad and she put it in, but it's still her shadow, but it's a shadow in a person. So it doesn't have a personality, but it was his soul, but she ate the good and now it's just her shadow in a man.
Because you
But
consumed it.
Because you got energy from it, right? And you
have-
boost hunger, I think, and stuff.
have-
I don't know, that's my theory. I was like, it's
Have-
basically the tar person, but it's in a human rather than just a...
Right, but I didn't
Yeah.
consume because like my hunger didn't go down.
you weren't hungry at
Like-
the time.
Oh, but like also you
Yeah, it was also
powers were easier to use on more control or something.
No.
Have you heard anything from Mr. Ghostman who keeps controlling your shadows recently?
No. Okay.
Surprise! I don't know. That was my thought. It's basically
No, you're pretty. You're on very much a right track here. Is essentially hey, you want to be more powerful? Well, you know how to go down that road now.
Except I don't know how I did it, but okay.
It's something that you know, you can start. Hey, it's something you can start looking into if you want. And also just for the viewers and for all of your satisfaction as well. Once he finishes destroying that tree, he will then be there for you to command again. He's not going away instantly, but it's not finite. So there's a limit on how long he lasts. Once you've reinserted the, let's call it shadow now, because I think, you know, once you've reinserted the shadow, he has a finite amount of time he serves, which is based on rolls. So we'll have a little bit of talk about your powers and stuff.
Wait, so was this dude like dead then? Like pretty much?
Oh hell yeah. Yeah. He was got the second The only difference between them all is the others were like burned away, so there's no connection left. There was nothing left, so they were just like snuffed out. The last one had already been released and gone, and was basically like, ooh, toodaloo, I'm hungry, gonna go eat some spirits.
Okay. Well, I don't like that it was eating the spirits.
Yeah. When you consider that you both see different things and both like have different kind of influences in terms of spirits and ghosts and whatnot, and you can't even like see each other. So when you're in your kind of planar out of body experience, Nahari can't see you.
Mm-hmm. And I can't see
And
her.
I mean, you can see
I
her.
I can see her, but I can't see her shadow stuff.
You can see some of her shadow stuff, yeah.
But not the one that's like specifically. Oh, actually, no. I can see it lead back to her.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. This is gonna end up being a battle between both of
Yeah,
us.
I feel like
she'd
Shibu's just setting us up to try to kill each other.
No. Your powers are not you. Like, your abilities are not you. It's just the way they interact with each other.
Interesting.
Hey.
Nahara will just kill Tess's body.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't want to kill Tess's body.
If it came down to it.
I want to.
That's the
Well, yeah,
solution.
if it came down to it.
I mean, if it came down to it, Tess has a few things up her sleeve as well.
Yeah.
So.
But Nahari doesn't want to kill Tess. Nahari wants to enable Tess to do fun things.
Well, that's an interesting thought in chat.
Oh shit. Oh, Vector, that's terrifying.
So,
oh, boy.
let's go around, everyone. We've like it says a lot about how the episode was that we immediately went into my thoughts and feelings before I managed to be like, okay, let's talk to. So let's talk to Chrys and also Tash first. Hey, how you doing? What do you do? Where do you do it? Why do you do it? When do you do it?
How do you do it?
When Patreon?
Hi, I'm Tashna. I do lots of variety content, including makeup and lots of survival building games. I stream usually in an evening. That's the when. Why? Because it's enjoyable and I like video games. The next one was when Patreon soon because it's pretty much ready. I just want to go over a couple of benefit reward things. So if you have any suggestions, hit me up.
Or me.
And 40,000 Layers is going to be starting on Thursday the 3rd with Sheepy, who's going to be teaching me law, and I'm going to be teaching me painting. Basically, yeah, I have the harder job. No, kidding. And Chrys is she's a great caddy. Love that.
Got a job?
Yeah. Well, a few jobs lined up. So that Tess doesn't have to borrow money from everyone if we want to.
I make my own money, thank you.
I
okay.
know. Don't you have like 10? How much is left in the safe in the office?
I mean,
So-
I'm also making cash every night. Like,
Yeah, so it's good. It's enjoyable. Might do some crime. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Spirit world for Chrys is like, I don't like it. They seem really strong, and I can't do shit
And
against
you
it.
can't see much of anything going on. Like, the other
Like-
two have some vision of it and have some like
Earlier,
understanding.
Everyone had the eyes. I was like, should I just do mine? Like, why not?
Yeah. I'll just flash on the night sight. Oh, look, it's all brighter. Nice.
Oh, amazing. But yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.
I wonder whose side Chrys is going to take when the war starts. So let's move on to Vandy and also Tess.
Hi, I'm Vandy. I play Tess for you today, as I do every week. And yeah, that shit is crazy. It's kind of nutso. I'm honestly not sure what we're gonna do with all that, but the more that it goes on, the more Tess is thinking, Nahari needs to figure her shit out, because I'm the last person who should be cleaning up people's messes. Like, not me.
And yet you summoned Gravestone.
It was a dead person. He marks death. I'm trying to help. It's fine. Anyway, when I'm not here, you can find me on my own channel at twitch.tv/OMGBandy, or you can also find me on Roll For It on Saturdays. Well, this Saturday and this coming Sunday, the Sunday of which Sheepy actually GMs. So, yeah.
And Call of Cthulhu on Saturday, which is
Call of Cthulhu on Saturday. We have
shaping up
our
quite nicely.
final episode on Saturday. And then I do some dice stuff, but that's on my Twitter. So yeah,
little crafting and molding and was it resin?
Resin, yeah, and 3D printing and 99% alcohol.
And
sitting right there.
A little bit of Among Us every now and then. Have you branched out into Gothic phone yet?
We were thinking about it. We haven't done it yet. But I think some of us are thinking about it.
Oh, if you're looking for a little extra variety on Among Us, there's a Harry Potter mod.
Oh, good God.
Where you play, like, you basically run around the map and you can pick up items like the Elder Wand and the Snitch, and they have, like, really weird effects. Like, the Elder Wand lets anyone kill anyone, like, one time. The Golden Snitch lets you use it in a vote, and everyone who hasn't voted yet is forced to vote for who you vote for. Yeah.
That is insane. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's pretty funny.
There's a port key, which teleports you to the button, like, regardless of where you are on the map.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
A few of the abilities is like Voldemort can Avada Kedavra over the map, so can, like, shoot a sniper shot across the map. But if he hits Harry, it kills him instead.
Oh, nice.
And there's Bellatrix. So those are two imposters, Voldemort and Bellatrix. And Bellatrix can control people, so she can actually take control of other people and make them kill people. Which my
God.
So there's a lot of, like, I was mind controlled and killed XYZ person. I'm not the bad guy. I just accidentally killed them. It was my fault.
That's so funny.
There's a lot of weird mechanics in it, but
interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
and maybe suggest that, because that's pretty good.
I figured Town of Us gets a little bit stale, even same as the Among Us, like, standard.
Well, we're whitelisted with the devs, so we actually get the preview of all the things that they're working on. Yeah, so that's we get to see the stuff before it comes out, and they're happy to let us stream it. So
cool. But yeah, that's just a thought. And sorry, finally, Nahari and also Tess. Tessichka.
I am confused today. In general, I stream keyboards and FPS games on my channel, and also the Borderlands channel, and yeah, things. Obsessed with cats.
Did you have any more actually either of you that you want to say about the session today? Like, you don't have to if you're just like, what the hell's going on?
I'm just very confused. I'm confused because, like, I keep thinking that I've figured out something, and I like every episode, like, I keep thinking that I figured out something and I have control, but then I learn that I don't actually have any control. And I agree with Tess, or I agree with Vandy, aka Tess's assessment that Nahari needs to get her shit together. I just don't know how, and I'm like today was just my brain was just like, what? I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, she does seem to have some form of control over the whole command thing.
It just all happens without her, like, control. You know what I mean? Like, she unintentionally ate people, and then now she has unintentional Gollum, like, wandering around eating spirits, and just it feels very out of control.
I can see that.
Well, now you know what that button does. When you give a soul to another person.
It's something that like the best way I could describe it is it's something that Nahari doesn't have to look into or like use or anything like that.
Well, it just seems to happen all the time, like without her.
Well, that was the ghost, right? Like all the times she's lost control of her shadow and like funky things happen, that's been the ghost.
So, okay, just speculation, thoughts, things. I originally thought that the ghost was like, oh, I can just take over this body, and went and did that, right? And like went and lived his life on his own, doing his own thing. That's obviously not what happened. So I don't know where the ghost went, and so my thinking is the ghost's not necessarily done with me. I don't know. I can't assume that.
Well, so to help a little bit, the lack of ghost has been since the bracelet came into your possession, basically, and you kind of like nommed those people, and like since the night of the rave, essentially.
Right.
So like, I'm trying to think of ways to say this that doesn't just be like, here is all of the information, which I know. So essentially, since you actually activated the bracelet and used what it's for, you haven't had any problems or even like seen said ghost. Like he's basically a non-entity right now, right? Where did you get the bracelet?
My brother.
Yes.
Okay. So it helped. Is what you're saying. Okay.
From your interactions with your brother, you can probably like get a feeling of how he helps, and how like it's a mix of concern to help you and also concern to make you stronger for the organization, for the Hashen.
Right.
Which it has done both. Technically speaking, I'm sure from Nahari's perspective and also yours as a player, you're like, this is so like, what, why, what, how? But yeah, if you kind of like take a step back and look at the whole thing, like Nahari's got more powerful. She can now like summon tar monsters that do her bidding. She can empty humans out and fill them back up and can like command them and like a, you know, like an army type, you know, like a yeah.
But I can't let it go, right? Like I can't make it, like, that's the thing, like, that's where I'm confused, because it's gonna dissipate, but I don't know when, and I don't know, you know what I mean? So,
well, this type of thing is just a lack of knowledge from Nahari.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe some research into the bracelet, maybe some, like, if you as a player and if Nahari wants to investigate it more and figure it out, then, you know, there's a distinct possibility that through trial and error and testing and stuff, you can figure out how to use it appropriately. There might be a command word where you're like, be gone, shade, and then it just like bubbles into nothing, you know.
Okay.
So, you know, this is the thing, is it's not a perfect power. You know, you got this from someone else, and it's kind of been twisted by other things, and so it's this whole kind of mess of like something weird and different. So I'm not going to give you a shadow army and be like, here you go, take over the world.
I totally understand that. I do.
Like, you know, you've been with us on Sunkist for a while now. In those situations, and I'm sure Vandy and Tash will agree, you can take your time and don't feel like you have to kind of rush to get through the answer in that. Like,
how long did, before, like when Tess first tried out Sire, and then the next time, like there was massive gap in between, right?
We're all happy to kind of like, you know, role play through it and see you kind of like figuring out your powers and stuff. So Don't worry if you don't get it immediately. Little bit of trial and error is a lot of fun. It was really fun watching you like try and figure out how to.
We're all
No,
like,
it wasn't struggling. It was like logicking out how to talk to him and get the information that you could, or figure out like what he was and how he worked. So
Yeah. I just I as a player, but more so Nahari, I think doesn't want the only two people currently helping her to like have problems because of her.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening, and that's why there's like frustration about it. You know what I mean?
we've all caused our group problems. It's
That's
fine.
very true.
It's
The other two who came before, oof, they were massive problems, you know.
Tess basically got Aiden turned into a kindred.
Oh, don't remind
Like
me.
eating a guy in an alleyway who she's still not visited in hospital.
Why would I visit him?
See,
He
it
was
was
a
okay,
poser.
or
I don't
dad.
care. No.
Chrys seduced and corrupted Tess's sister.
Yeah, yeah.
That seems like a happy, great thing that's going on inside, and it's all good.
Well, Chrys did the whole crimes of Jezebel that we know now what the answer is,
Yeah.
but the characters don't know.
Did I tell the people, the viewers, what it was? I can't remember, or did I just tell you? Because I remember you.
I mean, I know.
Yeah. It's if I haven't said it before, I'll say it now because it's not super. It's not gonna play into it or anything. Do you remember the bodies, the coffins?
There were like boxes that were
Yeah.
put into like army trucks.
Into army
Didn't ask
trucks and
questions,
driven out
didn't-
of
Yeah, driven out of Weirgate.
Weirgate. Those were Tremere, the remaining Tremere. So all of the missing Tremere that you guys were searching for at the beginning of the campaign, Chrys helped them smuggle them out of Weirgate.
Don't ask
I
questions.
think I knew that. I think we went through this, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is why you ask questions."
Chrys doesn't.
So yeah.
And then I know a little bit more about some of the stuff that I'm annoyed about now.
Yes. Which I'm sure we'll talk about.
At some point.
I think most of the early original hooks for Weirgate have kind of like either been tied off or kind of ended in the whole Weirgate story of things. A lot of them have kind of like spread out and gone out of Weirgate and stuff, but like the Dreg faction who were responsible for the burning.
I was thinking about them today.
They're not actually the Dreg faction. They're Thinbloods who were staying with Dreg. Dreg is still in the city. He's just kind of like an umbrella for Thinbloods, and he like looks after them. And so he looked after the faction that was messing around with Thinblood alchemy and Tremere magic. And they basically did their test in Weirgate, burned a whole load of Elder Kindred, and then took all that information and also the Tremere and like all their, you know, formulas and
You
everything.
tell me they took the Tremere.
Yeah, it was them. And well, the thing is like to perform the burning, they need a Tremere to channel it through.
Oopsie
Oh.
daisy.
I'll talk about it a lot more in
Ooh.
detail, but essentially it's like linking linking Kindred by blood and then channeling the strength of the sun on the moon. So they burn the Kindred with sunlight. Because you remember the research with the sun and the moon and Luna and Helios and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They basically distill through thin blood alchemy. They distill the Tremere's blood and then start disseminating it out through the populace. Anyone who drinks from that blood absorbs that blood into themselves, and then they perform the ritual and link up all the blood so that when the Tremere burns, everyone else burns. And it's the strength of your kindred blood, so the younger you are, the less likely you are to catch fire and burn.
This and more at the end of the campaign.
Yeah, sorry,
when
that's-
CP has the Patreon.
Sorry, that's just like a random thing we never actually ended up talking about because we didn't like get down that way.
Oh no.
If you'd have gone and like captured some of the Thin Bloods and tortured them and like that type of thing, you may have found that type of stuff out.
Bloody Thin Bloods.
But
No wonder no one likes them.
well, now there's a whole load. Now there's multiple cells of the faction, and they're going out to different countries and different places around the world and trying to convert Thin Bloods to their faction. They're like, hey, look, we have this Tremere battery, and we're going to do fire stuff. So they're basically looking to kill older vampires who have been mean to them, essentially.
Good for them.
Yeah.
As a young vampire.
I should
be young vampires forever though.
No, that's true. I should tell Josh about that. I wonder what he because I don't think I ever told him the full details of like how it worked. The burning is over in Weirgate, if that helps.
So we're just
Great.
gonna stay in Weirgate
Stay
forever
in
then,
Weirgate, yeah.
guys, right?
Yeah.
But other places around the world. And hey, if you just want to run like off the rip, run your own kind of like sun-kissed game without all the details, you've got enough there to run it. It's reasonably simple. Anyway, let's finish things there. So yeah, that's a random tangent we just went off on. So people on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hey, how you doing? Don't forget that whole smash the like button and all the things the popular YouTubers say. What? Come on. Don't forget to go to subscribe to, or once it's up, go check out the 40,000 Layers Patreon, to give that some, yeah, well, that's what you get for giving me a look for saying smash the like button. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you, in the next episode.